Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time on this channel, you're welcome. I am A.H.P and I'm an author and I also do business. Now today's video is basically me welcoming my audience from France. So I noticed through my channel analytic that there are those of you who watch my content from France. So if you do watch content on this channel from France, you are absolutely welcome, and I hope that the content on this channel is beneficial to you, whether it's the arts and entertainment content or the business content or the fashion content or the real life issues content, which is basically real talks. I hope that is beneficial to you. So in this video, I'm also going to be sharing 30 traditional France food. Okay, so 30 French food. Yeah, traditional French food. So I've got my notes on my laptop. Okay, so French cuisine is known around the globe for um, for its flavor and finesse, from wholesome desserts to delectable cheeses, wines, stews, soups, fresh fish. Every region in France has its own specialty. Okay, traditional French food consists of simple combination of natural rich flavors that come together to create an unforgettable culinary experience. In fact, French cuisine is so highly revered around the world that it was added to UNESCO's list of intangible cultural heritage in 2010. So, without further ado, let us begin to share with you. The first one is ratatouille. Ratatouille is spelled Ratatouille. Okay, and this one looks really nice. Okay, that's how it looks. All right. Teeming with vibrant colors and a delicious flavor, ratatouille is an interesting stew cooked with onion, garlic, potato, tomato, bell pepper, and many other vegetables. So I can see courgettes in there as well. I can see I think eggplants in there as well. Okay, so they've got quite a lot in there. And I can see bay leaf in there. Or is it bay leaf? I don't know. But anyway, it looks quite nice. Okay. A perfectly prepared ratatouille will bring out the best in every ingredient. Despite the huge variety, the dish itself is never confusing in flavor and is deliciously filling to those who eat it. Okay, so ratatouille is a good one. I'll definitely try that because there's lots of vegetables that is used in it that is in the UK. Okay, and they are some of my favorites. Okay, then there's coq au vin. Okay, coq au vin looks like this, and it looks quite tasty. Okay, it sounds something like wine. Okay, the word coq in French means rooster, so it's a chicken meal. Okay, and vin means wine. So you might be able to figure out coq au vin is chicken is braised with wine. Okay, and additional ingredients such as lardons, garlic, and mushrooms. Okay, so you add wine in there, and lardon is a type of like bacon. Okay, but it's cut, basically pork meat. Garlic and mushrooms. The key to this dish is seasoning and slow cooking. The tender meat in the flavoursome roux is what makes coq au vin a French favorite. Okay. So I would love to try that. So you can serve this with, you can serve coq au vin with rice. You can serve it with mashed potatoes. Or cauliflower mash smothered with butter. The most delicious chicken dinner is ready on the table. Okay, so you can use chicken drumsticks, thighs, and bacon to make it. Okay. All right. The third one is raclette, which is spelled, okay, coq au vin is spelled COQAUV, then space VIN. Okay, so COQ space AU space VIN, coq au vin. Okay, then raclette is spelled RACLETTE, raclette. And it's like this. Now I really like cheese. Okay, and I really like different kinds of meat. So raclette is a type of cheese consumed in France and Switzerland, known for its meltability. Once the cheese is heated, it can be easily scraped onto the accompaniments of ham, salami, potatoes, vegetables, and gherkins. Raclette is now often served with a small tabletop grill so that a group can sit down and cook as they eat. Okay, so so that's really nice for a group meal, like a family meal as well. It's really nice. And okay, so basically you can do a cheese fondue, or sharing a raclette with friends. Okay, so the option is, what can you do with a raclette? Key eggs. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. So you can have lots of vegetables with the cheese, and you can also add sausages to it. You can also have beef fillets. Okay, you can also have salami, ham, dried cured meat to accompany it. Okay, and you can also serve it over boiled potatoes with cornichons and pickled onions on the side. Okay, so yeah, basically you can also have it with grilled vegetables and pickles, and you can also chop up potatoes and place them directly on the grill so that the cheese can melt directly on top of it. Okay, and that's basically that. which sounds quite nice. So there's variety with this recipe. There is a variety. Okay, so then there is macaroon. I want to learn how to make macaroon. This is what it looks like. Okay, so, oh, it's not to be confused with macaroons, which is English. Okay, these colorful cookies are sure to catch the attention of everyone who visit a French bakery. Macaroons are crunchy, airy dessert with a chewy texture that can hold a variety of different fillings from jelly and jam to chocolate and cream cheese. Their versatility in color and flavor make them an extremely popular delicacy despite their relatively hefty price tag. So they're quite expensive to buy. Okay, but let me see a recipe that you can do. Okay, so what you need for the filling is double cream, dark chocolate, unsalted butter, raspberry jam. Okay, then what you need for the casing, I believe, the filling, no, the casing around it, okay, is icing sugar, ground almonds, egg whites, granulated sugar, and red food coloring. Okay. Okay, so you can have different macaroons. You can have mint chocolate macaroons, blueberry and cream macaroons. You can have yeah. So basically, you can make different flavors. Okay. Then there is Boeuf Bourguignon, which is basically beef. Okay, that's how it looks like. Let me know in the comment section if you have tried any of these meals. Beef bourguignon is essentially a beef stew cooked in red burgundy wine. Now they like to cook in wine, okay? So I grew up like eating basically wine in food because my dad likes to cook with wine, okay? But you don't get drunk because the alcohol is basically evaporated in the stews. Okay, so although the other red wines are commonly used, okay, it's a very traditional French dish that is enjoyed throughout the world. The additional ingredients include carrots, garlic, onions, mushrooms, and bacon. Okay, so I'll definitely try this. And what do you serve it with? I want to know. I want to know. So other ingredients include It includes olive oil, dried cured center, cut applewood, smoked bacon rashers, then beef cubes. You need salt to taste. You need ground black pepper. You need carrots. You need onions already. Clove garlic. Then you need cognac. Then you need good bottle of what's it called? Dry wine, red wine, such as Côte d'Iran or Pinot Noir. Okay, and then you need tinned beef stock, but you can make your own beef stock. You need tomato puree. You need fresh thyme leaves or dried thyme leaves. Then you need unsalted butter at room temperature. Then you need plain flour. Then you need frozen whole baby onions. Then you need fresh mushrooms. Stems are discarded. Country or sourdough bread is what you serve it with, and you garnish it with fresh parsley, but that is optional. Okay, so that's that. Then meal. Okay, so how you spell Boeuf Bourguignon is BOEUF space BOURGUIGNON. Okay, that's how you spell it. Then there's Mill Fuel Will, which I've tried, and it's spelled MILLE space FEUILLE. Okay, and this is how it looks like. It looks like something I've tried. Okay, millefeuille is a dessert consisting of 3 alternating layers of puff pastry and 2 alternate layers of pastry cream. The top layer is covered with a cream and chocolate icing drizzle in a marble effect. Okay, so let's see how you actually, what you actually do to make it. So millefeuille is a French dessert consisting of, occasionally ingredients like cocoa, pastry crumbs, or sliced almonds are also added on top instead of using cream on top. Okay, sometimes millefeuille has icing or fondant in regular white icing and brown chocolate strips, which is then coned. Okay, there are different variations of millefeuille, and some of them include fruits like strawberries, raspberries on top. It helps the dish look more aesthetically pleasing. Okay, origin and cultural significance. Although it is still unknown where millefeuille actually originated, the initial reference to the name millefeuille seems to be in an English language cookbook written by French chef Vincent Le Chapelle in the year 1733. However, millefeuille that was consumed during the 18th century was filled with jam and marmalade. I like those two combinations, okay, on its own though, all right, each on their own though. It was later in 1749 that the first reference of millefeuille was seen in French in a cookbook by Macaroon. Okay, so you need whole milk, vanilla bean, egg yolk, sugar, cornstarch, unsalted butter. Then for the dough you need frozen pastry, which you can buy. Then for the glaze you need vanilla icing, chocolate icing as well. Okay, and then of course you have your instructions, which I'll not read out. You can just find out how to make it. I'd love to try that out. Okay, then there's bouillabaisse, which is spelled Bouillabaisse, and it looks quite simple. That's how it looks like. Okay, bouillabaisse is a French fish stew that originates from the fishermen of Marseille, using up the bony fish that were unable to sell at the market. The three most common fish used in bouillabaisse are Edrascus, sea robin, and European conger, although other fish are often used. Bouillabaisse is unique due to the herbs and spices used, the preparation in adding fish one at a time, and the way the broth is served first with bread. So you serve it with bread, and then the fish served on a separate plate. Typical seasoning include bouquet garni, which is basically what's it called? A bouquet of herbs, okay? Saffron, fennel, and cayenne pepper. The broth is cooked with garlic, onions, potatoes, tomatoes, and olive oil. Which I like to try that actually. Yeah. So let's see. Let's see the next one. Then there is baguette, which is spelled Baguette. So it's a bread, and I've tried this before. We have it even in our own bakeries in the UK. That's how it looks. And there are two types of baguettes. There are short ones, which we've just seen, and then there are long ones as well. So when you think of French cuisine, the image of crispy golden brown baguette might be the first thing that comes to mind. This iconic French bread is a long, thin loaf with a crusty surface. Its charm lies in its simplicity. Baguettes are usually served as appetizers, which is true, but they are also delicious enough to be served as an entire meal by themselves. Not only that, but the crustiness of the loaf releases many aromatic molecules as you eat. Tasting a warm, crusty baguette is an experience in itself. I've tried that in Paris. We are in Paris. In fact, like in the morning, you see people coming home with baguettes, like literally long baguettes like this. You could have, and they're wrapped in paper, and you can tell that it's baguettes because they always leave the top uncovered. Okay, so it's very, very nice. So what you need to make baguettes. Um, Okay. So yeah, there's quite a lot of information. All you need to make the baguette is active dry yeast, bread flour, kosher salt, and cool water, and then additional flour for dusting. That's all you need basically to make your the ingredients that you need to make your baguette. And then there is escargot, which I know people are going to say ew. Escogot is spelled Escargot. I know people are going to say ew, but this is what it looks like, okay? Like, now you tell me why some people say ew. It's snails, okay? Snails. Historically, snails have been a delicacy all over the world. I would love to try a snail, but my mum was like, don't even invite me for dinner if you cook snail, okay? And I was like, it's fine, I'll invite you. And then she was like, no. And nobody sells them better than the French. The snails in, let me know in the comment section, have you tried snails? If you haven't, would you ever try snails? I said, when I reach Ghana, that is the first I'll try, and then when I reach Nigeria, that's the first thing I want to try. Okay, so yes. The snails in this dish are cooked after being removed from their shells and then put back in with sauces, garlic or butter to be served. Okay, escargot is not only a well-known part of French cuisine but French culture as well, since they are quite often served as hors d'oeuvre or appetizers. Okay, so what you need to make escargot apart from snails is you need wild burgundy snails deshelled, then you need shallots, then you need garlic, then you need parsley, then you need butter, then you need brioche. Brioche is a type of bread, basically. And then you need butter, for the butter, you need butter, of course. You need parsley, you need tarragon, you need garlic, you need fine sea salt, and then you need freshly ground black pepper. Okay. And then you've got your instructions, which I'll not read. You can do that when you are making the recipe. And then there is champagne. Champagne is CHAMPAGNE. Champagne, the drink. Okay, champagne, the drink. Right. Distinctively named after the Champagne region in France. This sparkling wine is popularly drunk during festivals and celebrations. Champagne is used as an ubiquitous term for all sparkling wines, okay, by some people, but champagne is specifically from the vineyards of Champagne. Some grapes used to produce champagne are Chardonnay, Pinot Meunier, and Pinot Noir. Okay, so that's what's used. And then there is French onion soup, which is soup à l'oignon. And I'm definitely going to try this one because it's quite simple to make and it looks quite delicious. Okay. It's usually served as a starter. This unique soup comprises of sliced caramelized onions and meat stock, customarily topped with croutons and cheese. French onion soup is simple to cook and elegant in execution. Okay. And then there is Quiche Lorraine. I love quiche. Well, I don't love quiche, I like quiche. That's how it looks like. Okay. The first quiche I tasted, my stepmom is the one who cooked it. It was quite nice. She has cookbooks, okay? That's where I grew a love for writing cookbooks. Okay. Despite its Germanic origins, quiche is globally known as an iconic French pie. It has a custard filling that contains cheese, vegetables, or meat. Quiche Lorraine, which is quite popular in France, consists of eggs, cream, and bacon. That is the one that I always have. Okay, when I have quiche, that's the one that I have. But I didn't know it was called Quiche Lorraine, but that's the one I have. Okay, I think I've tried other ones, but that's the one definitely that I always go for. This dish can be served cold or hot. I prefer mine hot, and shows great versatility in how it's prepared. Okay, then there's Gratin Duffenois, which I would love to try. Again, it's another simple recipe. That's how it looks like. Dauphinois potatoes are not only a classic French concoction, they are also widely consumed all over the world. Gratin Dauphinois is made by slicing potatoes and baking in milk, butter, and garlic. Okay, so they're quite nice. And then there is souffle. Souffles. That's how it looks like. I've got ramekins for them, so I'll definitely try that. Sweet or savory? Let me know in the comment section which one you prefer, sweet or savory. Souffles are another French dish that show amazing diversity in flavor. Souffle is made from beaten egg combined with other ingredients. Okay, so souffles can be flavored sweetly with lemon or chocolate as a dessert. I know them to be a dessert, or they can be made savory with mushrooms or cheese as a main dish. Okay, so let me know, have you tried it as a main dish or as a dessert? Then there is confit de canard, which is spelled, oh, souffle, by the way, is, okay, so let's see. Quiche Lorraine. Oh my gosh, where's that? Okay, champagne is quite simple to spell. It's CHAMPAGNE. And then soup à l'oignon, which is spelled SOUP space A space L apostrophe OIGNON. So that's the French soup one. And then the quiche Lorraine is spelled QUICHE space LORRAIN, like Lorraine in the name, as in the name Lorraine. And then there's the Gratin Duffenois, is spelled GRATIN space PHINOIS. Okay, that's the Gratin Duffenois. Then Souffle is Souffle. Okay, and then we are now at Confit de Canard. Okay, which looks like this. Okay, so canard is the French word for duck. I like duck. Okay, let me know in the comment section if you've tried duck before. I have tried duck before. It's very, very nice. And nobody cooks it better than the French. Confit de canard or duck confit is a dish considered somewhat luxurious throughout the world. Traditionally, it is made by salt curing the duck meat and cooking in its own fat. The preparation is key and take up to 36 hours of refrigeration in a rub of salt, garlic, and thyme. I think I'll probably make that during the festive season when there is duck. Okay. Or if I can get duck meat, I'll try it out because it sounds quite nice. The duck fat cooks the dish and has a very rich, distinctive flavor that defines the dish. It is then served with roast potatoes. That's nice. Also cooked in the duck fat. If you have tried roast potatoes with duck fat, you will never have roast potatoes. Well, you will have it in different ways, but it's just anyway. Distinctive, and has a very rich, distinctive flavor that defines the dish. It is then served with roast potatoes, also cooked in the duck fat, and sometimes red cabbage. Red cabbage is another one that I like to try, that I like to eat. I've eaten it before, I've made it before, in fact. Okay, so then there's madeleines, which I have tried. It's canard confit. Confit de canard is spelled CONFIT space DE space CANARD. Okay. Now it brings us to madeleines, which is spelled MADELEINES. I've tried these before. I have. Okay, so this is how they look. Originating from Livardon and Commercy, France, madeleines are traditional sponge cakes known for their small shell-like shape acquired from baking pans with shell-shaped depressions. It is said that madeleines were made by a certain girl named Madeleine that popularized the dish during the pilgrimage. Now becoming a known dessert in France, madeleines are created using different ingredients and techniques, bringing different versions with unique flair and pairings. From an easily made sponge cake topped with confectioner's sugar, today's madeleines are created with different spices and flavors and pairs with teas, coffees, and sweet wines. And then there is mule marinière, which is spelled MOULES space MARINIERES, and it looks like clams. Let me know in the comment section if you have tried clams. Regarded as one of the classic dishes of France, mule marinière is one of those dishes that taste best when sampled in France itself. This authentic yet straightforward dish consists of French mussels, Okay, so it's not clams, it's mussels. Cooked with shallots, garlic and onions, along with white wine, cream, and the usual salt and pepper are used to adjust its flavor. Finish it off with some French bread and fries, okay? And you'll experience a special dish with a traditional flair. Then there's hashish parmentier, which is spelled HACHIS space PARMENTIER. Now, this is, it reminds me of shepherd's pie. And that's what it looks like. Okay, hash parmentier is a ground beef base topped with potatoes and cheese. Basically, it's the same. I've eaten this before. Okay, just the English. Hey, okay. It is similar to the British. Okay, so it's not shepherd's pie, it's cottage pie. Cottage pie, but is well known in France for being named after Antoine Augustin Parmentier, who helped to promote the consumption of potatoes in France to ease the hunger epidemic of the time. As a dish, it is mostly adored for being a hearty, filling, homely meal to warm you up on a winter's evening. I would love this for winter, actually, it's quite nice. Then there is crepe. That's how it looks like. Crepe is CREPE, that's how it's spelled. Crepes are quite a common dish in a lot of households, French or not. It's actually eaten in the UK as well, and I've tried them. Okay. Everyone enjoys these thin, delicately cooked golden brown pancakes for breakfast. Crepes can be sweetened or sweet or savory, though they are usually made sweet. Yes. There's even a holiday every February 2nd, where French people eat a lot of crepes. Let me know in the comment section, have you tried the holiday, the February 2nd holiday, where basically it's like March, 1st of March, which is Pancake Day in the UK. Let me know. I've tried this one with chocolate. Okay, then there's salad Nicoise, which is spelled SALADE space NICOISE, and it looks like this. Okay, so salad Nicoise is a salad made up of Nicoise olives, tomatoes, hard-boiled eggs, and tuna or anchovies with an olive oil dressing. I would love to try this, okay? The dish is outrageously simple, healthy, and cost-effective, making it very popular throughout France and the entire world. The traditional version originated in Nice in the 19th century, but many variations have since come about, with some passionate chefs arguing about which are the correct ingredients to use. Okay. Then there's cheese fondue, which I've never tried. I would love to try. I've only tried chocolate fondue, but I'm definitely gonna get me a cheese fondue set now. I should make a note of that. But yeah. So cheese is, I'm sure you know how to spell cheese. So it's CHEESE space fondue is spelled FONDU. Okay. As the name implies, a cheese fondue is melted cheese paired with several bite-sized treats for dunking. This dish is usually the stuff for cheese lovers, and it's great to serve in simple gatherings and afternoon snacks, usually paired with bread bits for dunking. Cheese fondue also pairs well with cooked vegetables and hard biscuits. I'd prefer it with bread though and hard biscuits. Okay, yeah, it depends on the vegetable. Since nothing ever goes wrong with cheese, you can always mix and match different treats, juices, and wines to enhance your luxurious experience. And this is what it looks like. I love this one. I actually love it. And I need a chocolate fondue set as well. Then there is croissant. Croissant is, I've eaten croissant. Oh, yeah. It's spelled Croissant, and it looks like this. This. That's what it looks like. Okay, so flaky, buttery, crescent-shaped croissants are just one part of French cuisine's long love affair with bread. I eat croissant for breakfast, but I can eat it any time of the day. Okay, any time of the day, like I don't mind. They are an inseparable part of continental breakfast all over Europe. Sometimes so plainly, they can also have a sundry of fillings, from almonds, fruit, and chocolate to ham and cheese. I've tried it with ham and cheese. Yeah. Have I tried it with ham and cheese? I've definitely tried it with chocolate and on their own. Okay, then there is Quiche Lorraine. I've heard of this one, which is basically frog's legs. As gross as it sounds, yeah, I would actually love to try it. And this one is served with a baguette. Okay, that's how it looks like. You're about to go. Frog's legs are somewhat of a stereotype of French cuisine, despite them being eaten in other countries such as Thailand, Italy, Spain. Those of you who watch us from Italy, hi. I don't know if I've got audience in Thailand, but yeah. And I don't know if I've got audience in Spain. I think I have. But anyway, hi guys, and even the US. Oh, those of you who watch us from United States of America, hi. Okay. However, they are eaten quite often in certain parts of France still to this day. Okay, so they're not as obscure as you might think. In fact, the French eat an estimated 8 million frog's legs a year. The typical way to cook them is by deep frying them along with a jus sauce and eating them with your hands. So you eat them with your hands, like the way we eat African food. Okay. Then how do you spell it? It's spelled Cuisses space DE space GRENOUILLE. That's how it's spelled. Okay. Then there is Bavarian cream. Bavarian cream, which looks like this. Okay. It's spelled BAVARIAN and then space, then cream is CREAM. Bavarian cream or Creme Bavaroise is a dessert considered to be both a French and German dish, although it was purportedly developed by famous French chef Marie-Antoine Creme. Quite simply, Bavarian cream consists of custard enriched with whipped cream and solidified with gelatin, garnished with sweet sauce and fruits. The dish has many flavors, including coffee, fruit flavors, and chocolate. It gained significance in the 700s when it was considered somewhat of a culinary fit, owing to the fact that it could be served at a very low temperature in an era before refrigerators existed. Then there's omelette. I have eaten omelette, and I've eaten different types of omelette. In fact, for breakfast, let me know in the comment section, have you tried omelette? And omelette is spelled OMELETTE. Now, I have tried it, and I love to make this. In fact, yeah, we have vegetables and eggs too, yeah. But anyway, this is what omelette looks like. Okay, everyone's had an omelette at least once in their life. This is the famous breakfast dish where beaten eggs are cooked without being stirred until set. Usually stuffed with delicious fillings such as cheese, vegetables, ham, or herbs. Its popularity all over the world has made it one of the most recognizable French dishes to date. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna definitely create. Okay, I'll find that. Then there's tatin, which is spelled TARTE space TATIN, and it looks like this. Okay, and tatin is a classic French dish made of baked caramelized fruit in puff or short crust pastry. Traditionally, apples are used, but other variations have used peaches, pears, or pineapples. Okay, so guys, I have to stop here because my battery is going to cut out, but I'll come back with part 2 of this video shortly. Other than that, I shall see you guys. Have a good day. Bye.